Okay, this is our fourth in the series of looking at Git using an Apple Mac through the terminal. Previously, we've just gone through initializing a Git repo, staging when we've updated a file and making commits and seeing how that works by using logs and updating the status. Now, say for example, we've gone away and we've come back to our project on another day and we want to just get into it. Now here, if you remember, here's our repo we created, and here's a document, a rich text document, and inside there we just have 3 lines that we've put on there which represent a number of different commits. Now, I'll open up the terminal. Again, if you don't know where your terminal is, you need to actually go up there and search through Spotlight, or you need to just fish it out of your applications folder. Again, once we've opened it up, you can specify which sort of shell you want to use, or you can have that initially set up within the preferences. Whoops, wrong preferences. Within the preferences for terminal, and say which shell you want to use when it opens up. Again, Command and plus will enlarge the shell window like this. So I've just made it a bit bigger. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of navigate to the folder. We've already initialized it. So how we do that, we're going to CD into it. Space tilde / desktop, and again, if you use an Apple Mac, you can use uppercase D for the desktop or lowercase. And again, I'm going to type in what I've called the directory I want to get into. So it's cd tilde / desktop git repo, which is this folder. And once I've done that, I just do enter, and that tells me I'm now in the Git repo. Okay, and all I will do here is I'll type in status. Now status won't tell me that much. I'll do git status and press return. Comes along and says I'm on the master branch, nothing to commit, it's a clean directory. That means everything's up to date, nothing's outstanding, like we have something in a staged area waiting for something to happen. What might be more useful if we type in either git log, that will give us all the information of what's taken place. Now I'll clear that by just typing in clear, enter or return, and do something a little bit more simple, which is git log space minus one line. So it's git log space minus one line, and it just puts everything on one line rather than what we had there, more or less more detailed information. Okay, so with that in mind, we're going to actually sort of go back in time. Now, our red one here was our first initial commit, then we'd added some green text, and then finally we'd add some blue text, which is represented here in our document. Now imagine if we wanted to go back in time. We wanted to go back, and we wanted to go back to where it was when it only had the red text. So what I can do here is I can go git checkout, and this is where you would check out different sort of iterations or different commits, basically. So if I highlight that, and remember it just gives you 7 characters, the first 7 characters of a long commit number you've been given, and after this I'll just paste this in, or you can type it in, but it makes it easy to paste it in. And what I've done is just git checkout and check out the number for the red text, and then I put return or enter. Now what it will say is you are now in detached head state, which sounds a bit scary, and you just look around, and what it's done is pulled it out of where we were so we can update on that. Now if I just close that down, I'll just open up that file again. You will see now it only has my red text, so it's taken that document back in time, which is pretty good. So say for example I want to know where I am. So if I can come along and I can go git branch. Now when you're working on You always have a master branch. I've just got a master branch. And when I do git branch, it tells me the little sort of asterisk or little star there. It says detached head at this number, and that number means at the red state. So what I've done is I've come off the master, which was keeping everything in order of what I've done. It's taken me back in time, and it's taking me back to here. Now we're not going to do anything here or make new branches. This is just give you an idea of how it works. So say for example, I want to get back again. I want to get back to where I was. I will go git checkout master. Right, so what I've done now is you can check out commits within your masters or your branch, but also you can actually check out branches. So I've just checked out my master branch. So now it says the previous head, the position it was at. So the head means where you're currently at, your current location. So basically what's happened is my head, or the tip of what I'm working on, was up to where the blue text was. I said to go back to where the red text was, and now it's telling me I'm on the master branch, so it should take us back. So if I come along now and I say, I sort of find out where I'm at by just typing in git branch. Now that will tell me where I'm up to date with my branch. Now you'll see here, previously I had the little asterisk, a star there, and it said head detached at, and then the master didn't have a star by it. But now I don't have this detached head anymore. I just have, I'm on my master branch. Now if I just close that down, and I'll just open up my document, it's taken me back to where I was before. So what I did do is I checked out my branch, which was my first commit, and went back in time to there. And now I've then checked out where I was before. Now, if I want to check out the green, I'll come up here and say I've added green text. I'll just come up here and I'll copy my green text. What I'll do down here, I'll just clear this out by typing in clear, enter and return. And what I'm going to do is go git check, out, and then paste that number in for the green text commit, enter or return. And again, it comes along and it says that it's checking out, and it says again you have a detached head. So what it's done is come back out, and your head is where the position you were. Before I was at the tip or the end where I was at the blue text. Now the head has moved and we're on the green text. Now it just tells you that, and you normally have to be careful what you do next. Usually at this point you would create a new branch and do some alterations on it, but we're not going to get into that now. All I'm going to do is go git branch and return. Now this tells me I have a detached head here, which is on the green. Now if I close this document down, I'll reopen it, and I open it up again, you will see that's where the document has been taken back. So we've gone back in time. So say for example, I want to just go back again and want to go back to where I was before. So I'm going to check out the master. So I'm going to go check. Oh, sorry, you always put git check out master, and then press return. And what it will do is tell me previous head position, and tell me where I am at now, and tell me I'm on the master branch. So if I just type in git branch, this will give me a good idea of where I am, where the head is. And yep, I've got an asterisk next to the master. If you remember just before when I was on the green, the asterisk was there, so it's showing that's where I was up to, right? And then I'm on the master. If I just close this down, I'll open it up again. Okay, now I'm back to where I was before. So I've gone back to the master branch, and that's good. So that's how you would do things. You would check out a commit. So you go back to one of your commits, you would check it out. And what happens is Git is asking, okay, you've checked this out, make a branch from it. So basically you take off another branch and you start adding new stuff to it. So you would call it another branch, maybe experimental or adding things. So that is just basically how you can check things out, and that shows you how you can go back in time. Now, the good thing about Git, you can do it over a number of different documents. So if you had a HTML document and you had a cascade and style sheet document, you might have updated some of the styles on that, and also you might have updated some of the markup. So you can actually, update both of them or just one of them. So Git is quite powerful once you get into it. But that, in a sense, is just a simple way you do it. And okay, so to just recap on that, I'll just go to clear down here. Then I will type in git log one line. That tells me all the commits. Now I'm going to check out the green text, if you can see where I'm actually at now. Okay, that's where I am currently at. So that's all the work I've done. I want to just check it out to go back in time to go where I was when I just had the green text. So I need to check out the green text commit. So I'll highlight it. And then I'm going to say git check out, and I'll just paste that in, enter or return. It tells me I'm in detached head state. If I just close that down, double click on it, whoa, we've gone back in time to that point. Okay, now if I want to bring it back forward to where I am now, or take it back even further, I could come up to, say, go to the red text. So I'll highlight where the red text is, copy that, come back here, and I will say git check out. Okay, it tells me it's checked that head out and it's gone back there. If I open this up again, you'll see the document has now gone back to the red text. Now, if I want to take it back to where it was before and just get to the master where the master was, I would go git check out master. That's my master branch. Hit enter. It says where I currently at now. I'll close that down, open it up again, and lo and behold, I'm back to where I was before. Now, what I will do is to see where I'm up to, I will type in git branch and press return, and there I am with the asterisk next to the master, and that means I'm on the master branch there. Okay, so hopefully that made a bit of sense. We're not looking at branching yet. We'll do that a bit later on, but that just gives you a good idea of going back and forward in time to different commits with their numbers, and also by checking out the master will just take us back to the current place we are, and really the head, where it refers to the detached head, is just moving our current location. If you can imagine, it's like train stops. That's how it works. The head is like a train stop, and the current, if you imagine on the underground, or the head is the current station the train is at. And what you can do in Git is you can go back and forward to those stations and then end up sort of going back and forward in time. Okay, so I hope that was useful, and that's how you would basically make checkouts and go back and forward in time using Git.